For anyone who's trying to do a head swap, a cylinder head swap on their n54, I'm gonna give you guys some tips because you can do it without taking out the whole subframe and taking off all the suspension and shit. So I'm just gonna start off by saying the main thing here is the turbos. So try to get the turbos out is pretty hard. So what I did is first I got obviously all this stuff out of the way, and then I got the outlet pipe off, which connects right to that turbo. So I got the outlet pipe off. Then I had to take the engine mount, the one engine mount off, so I could get to the rear turbo. Oh shit, there's a bolt. I don't know if you can see that little orange thing, but I had to get to that I had to get the engine mount off. So I lowered the subframe. I kind of took all the bolts off the subframe. I kept the suspension on, and I just dropped the subframe a little bit, and then I used like this Home Depot bucket to hold up the subframe, which is still dropped right now, but what's it called? It doesn't really come all the way down because it's connected to your steering rack. So yeah, but anyway, so I got the outlet pipe off, I got the engine mount off, I lowered the subframe, got the engine mount off, and then I ended up having to get this pipe off, this coolant pipe off. So I got the coolant pipe off, the 4E8s, but before I did that, I had to take out the two coolant lines that were connected by T30s. So you got the two T30s out of the coolants. Here, I'll just show you over here what I'm talking about. Let's see. So you can see right there, I don't know if you can see. Right here is the T30s right here, the two coolant lines plug into there, and I actually didn't have to remove any lines from the actual turbo. So like I didn't have to remove this one. Oh my god. Didn't have to remove those ones. So that was cool, because all I did was remove the 4E8s on each side, and then before that I removed these two coolant lines. And so I got that out of the way after I took the outlet pipe off, and I was able to access all of these bolts from the top. So like that's the thing, like most people when you change turbos say that you need to drop the subframe or whatever and get it out of the way and stuff, but you can honestly just do what I did and lower the subframe a little bit, and that way you can get all the coolant pipes and the two lines. I mean, there's only two lines you need to disconnect, and you don't even need to disconnect them from the turbos, you just disconnect them from the actual pipe. So yeah, so then I just hit all the bolts from the top side. Like those you can't really get to from the bottom side, so I just got it from the top side, and I just had to use different extensions and shit. But yeah, you're able to get them off. And then what I did is I took a screwdriver. I took a screwdriver and just pried. Like this turbo was super easy to come out. I didn't even have to take the engine mount off for this one. But this one I had to pry it up with like a screwdriver. With this screwdriver, I just pried it. I kind of stuck it in there and pried it this way so it would come off. And then after like a lot of manhandling, I got it off. And so that way I took the old head out. Because the turbos were disconnected. But yeah, it's definitely not easy with the engine inside of the car. But I mean, it's doable. It probably took me like a day and a half of just labor, just doing it. But yeah, if you guys are struggling, you guys don't have to. I mean, you guys don't have to drop the whole subframe and take all the suspension out and shit, because you can just lower the subframe a little bit, just unscrew the six. I think there's 6 subframe bolts. Like there's one right here, there's one on the other side, and then there's one up and like right there. that you need to unscrew on each side. That way it's lowered a little bit, so it gives you room to get into that engine mount right there, because the engine mount sits right there, so you can take it out. But yeah, if anyone's, I don't know if anyone's struggling with this, that's the way I did it. It was probably the fastest and most efficient way I could think of that it could be done. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with the progress and stuff. But I don't know, it's just it's definitely a process, but it's nowhere near like a 30-hour job or whatever they say it is. To get the turbos out or whatever. Because you can do it this way and save a lot of time, and you can save a lot of money. So yeah. Anyways, on to the second part. So for anyone like wondering, like, oh, like why when I turn this bolt, does it keep catching on the, does it keep like rotating the cam? Well, the thing is, you have to get a timing tool from Amazon, which holds these cams in place right here on each side. It holds each cam in place together, and so that way when you turn this bolt, it holds the cam so it doesn't fuck up any of your like lifters. I mean, obviously you're not going to reuse lifters, but or the head, but I mean, if you're just trying to do the head gasket or whatever, then I recommend getting that timing, or you have to get the timing tool, just so you don't fuck anything up. But yeah, because the timing tool holds the cams in place while you turn this bolt, and it doesn't like fuck up the timing chain. Because my dumbass tried to do it without the timing tool, and I totally it could have totally fucked it over. And I was like, why does it keep it sounded like it was like a every time I did it. It was like catching on the timing chain. It could have broke this timing chain. But yeah. So that's just some tips. I don't know if it helps, but yeah.